this is absolutely hilarious because I don't think it has ever happened before. We got a superhero movie, and Warner Brothers is saying that no, actually, Ezra Miller doesn't need to go out because we don't need more PR. Like, the movie is perfect. Everyone knows about it. Everyone's going to talk about it. It's fine. So, like, this guy goes around assaulting people through the United States, right? Like, tweets at cops, you can't catch me, I'm the Flash. Like, you can't tell reality from fiction. Is mired in controversy. He doesn't get fired. Right? Meanwhile, Gina Carano, oh my god, muy problemática. The actor from Disney's Moana, I love that story. Apparently, people did some investigative journalism. They researched his social media to see the heritage, to see the skin color of his parents. Like, how can he play a role in a Disney movie if he doesn't fit the correct racial genetical makeup? And they found out that he sang rap lyrics. Muy problemática. Got fired. Obviously, Warner Brothers, Disney, different thing. But I haven't seen anyone bring it up. It's like, hey, it's like, who cares? No. Who else got in trouble? Henry Cavill. Very problematic. Oh, horrible. Like, all of these actors, they tweet something, they do something, immediately they get canned. But for some reason, Ezra Miller, he really needs to give these other actors information on how to do it. I'm really curious, like, what does he have? Like, it must be blackmail. It must be. I genuinely think so. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it must be blackmail. He must have something that makes him unfireable. I don't know what. But, like, as people are saying, right? Actors like Armie Hammer, James Franco, Gina Carano, Louis C.K., Will Smith, right? Like, all of these people got in trouble, and Ezra Miller comes like, hey, hold my beer. And he does all of the controversy, doesn't get fired, and now Warner Brothers is ashamed of him. Like, literally, that's what it is. Like, they're hiding him. They're putting him in the closet. It's like, okay, sit there, be quiet, and hopefully people will see the movie. I will not see the movie. I know the argument. Oh, well, you should. Like if it's a good movie, people will see it. No. We live in the age of progressive ideology, of virtue signaling. Like, if the actor doesn't have the correct moral framework, if he is not the type of person that's like Jesus Christ from the Bible without sin on social media and outside, I will not see the movie. I'm not saying, boy, I will not see. I can remain disinterested longer than they can stay solvent. This is the ethos of my channel. So no. I will not see. Well, you know what's also interesting? They keep all of these actors that the public doesn't like. Like, it's not for you type of movie. Right? Like, the actors that the fans really dislike, those are the ones that stay. The actors that the fans like Gina Carano, those are the ones that go. Interesting, isn't it? It's this whole mentality is the idea, well, if we keep Gina Carano, people won't watch our stuff. But if we keep Ezra Miller, then people will still watch it because it's a good... Very interesting, isn't it? Now, it is what it is. I'm curious to see how well the movie is going to do, especially since Ezra Miller plays not one but two roles. He's like the future Flash and the present Flash, or like the present Flash and the past Flash, depending how you look at it. But it's a DC movie, right? So they're not very popular. Personally, I'm also tired of superhero movies, so I wouldn't go see it anyway. They renounced Henry Cavill. Like, that's what really pissed me off. Not the thing with Ezra Miller, but Ezra Miller is another asterisk at the bottom of the page, right? All of a sudden, we don't care about social media. We don't. No. No, actually, no. They do care about social media. Like, someone says a gamer word on social media 20 years ago, they don't get to have a movie, right? But if someone actually gets in trouble with the law and with the cops, they still get to have a movie. How the fuck does that work? Like, how are your priorities, Hollywood? Again, I know it's like, well, it's different companies and stuff, but like, you don't hear the other actors talk about it. Did you notice that? Like, they're falling in line like little soldiers. But they're very opinionated on political issues. It's like, which one is it? Like, are you being whiplashed by the higher-ups at Hollywood, and then you have to shut the fuck up? So you're like, okay, well, I don't have an opinion on this because I want to keep my job. But then when it's about, like, lecturing people, it's like, oh my god, you're such a bigot. You have a car. You have a car and you're driving it. You don't have an electric car like me. You don't have, like, $60,000 to buy an electric car like me. Hold on, let me lecture you from my private jet. Let me lecture you from my private yacht. They're like, the actors are very good at doing that shit, right? Like, all of a sudden, a lot of opinions, a lot of talking points on television, except when it's stuff like this, except when it's one of their own getting fired or getting treated unfairly, like Henry Cavill. Like, then it's quiet, right? Like, then there's no more opinions. Isn't that interesting? Because I find it very bizarre. So apparently, we know the hidden message behind the Lucas comments. Warner Brothers are trying to hide Miller. There's nothing more to it. They want to let the movie speak for itself. That's all fine and dandy, but it's a total lie that The Flash is not a PR-driven film. Yeah, I mean, they're doing, like, the PR stunt for literally every single movie. Every single one, right? Like, you have the actor coming up, and no matter how unpopular the actor is. But for some reason, with Ezra Miller, they're like, oh, well, we don't need to do the PR. Miller had quite the summer last year, assaulting people around the world. Was it around the world? I thought it was just around the United States, but I haven't followed him closely. Like, if he went international, that's even more interesting. Audiences won't care if the movie is good. But that's another question. Will the movie be good? I mean, when you have to, like, throw so much nostalgia at the fans, I press X to doubt. It's like, oh, look, we have the geriatrics Batman. Isn't that nice? Don't you want to see it? No. No, I don't. I really don't. What are the people in the comment section saying? Ezra Miller 1, Jonathan Mayer 0. I always thought Ezra was too good and we need to talk about Kevin to be acting. It's as if he's playing himself. I haven't seen We Need to Talk About Kevin, but I want to see it now. I love how you just throw Gina Carano in there for saying words while all the others committed violence. Well, no, the reason I throw in Gina Carano is important is, like, why, like, she gets fired over nothing, right? And this guy manages to keep his job over something. And also, to call what Will Smith did violence. The bat, like, didn't even land the slap. I looked at it. Like, he basically hit the suit. He hit the armor. Still unacceptable, but I'm just saying. Like, that. If someone did that to me, I wouldn't say violence. I would have laughed. Which is what actually happened. Like, it's the only case where I've seen a man hit someone else, and the man that throws the hit is crying, while the man that got hit is laughing. Like, it's probably the only thing. Anyway, right. Let me know what you guys think, and as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.